Hi there guys, so I wanted to show you these Ohuhu dual chip dot pens that I got some time ago in one of my Tonic Studio subscription boxes, which is a card making monthly kit. I got this 3-pack of Nouveau dual dot markers, and I've seen dot pens before. Numerous varieties are available out there, and I was a bit intrigued by the idea, but hadn't got round to really bothering to purchase any. I know some of the sets they're quite expensive, so I hadn't bothered, but when I got these I was quite intrigued and they did look like fun. You get the normal kind of fine tip on one end, and then these fun kind of dot tips on the other, and with these you can essentially create different size dots. And in the Nouveau set you get this beautiful gunmetal, this kind of it's called platinum gold, this kind of really pale cream gold. What colour is this one? This one's black pearl, and you get this golden colour which is called Empire Gold, and these were just so fun, but I couldn't see any more colours of these on their site, and I love the dot result that you get from them. Let's just turn the brightness down a little. And I've used them on my cards especially and really liked the result, and I just wanted to try and find something that looked like, you know, the same sort of thing but a bit more colours, and I have quite a lot of different Ohuhu stuff, and I like Ohuhu as a brand. I love their markers, I've used their gel pens and enjoy them. I'm trying to think of other things now, and to be honest can't, but I love their alcohol markers. I'm sure I've used something else by them and like it as well, but it'll come to me at some point. So when I saw this 15 pack I was quite intrigued, and I grabbed it. I'll pop the link for this in the description box below, along with the Ohuhu dot pens. I got them from Amazon, and I just thought it would be kind of fun and interesting to actually see how they work and if they were worth getting, to be honest. So we will see. Let's have a little look. Driving me mad, this daytime footage. So I've got 15 of them. There is no colour names or numbers on these, and again you get the fine tip end, which it's not what I'm interested, they're just a pen. And for this set you get a couple of metallic colours and some normal. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 non-metallic and 5 metallic. And your metallic you get a pink, a blue, a purple, a gold and a gunmetal. These two look very similar to my Nouveau pens, but I was intrigued by the purple, blue and pink. So we'll see if the dots, we'll see if they're going to work. Kind of fingers crossed, really hoping that they will. So the thing with these dots is you can put more pressure on to get a bigger dot, medium pressure on to get a medium dot, and a tiny bit of pressure will give you a smaller dot. I'll say right off the bat, they're nice and juicy, but they are a lot firmer than the Nouveau. These kind of squish flat real nicely, but they're giving a nice shape, and the colours pretty solid, which is good. So we've got that pink, we've got a yellow. Again, pretty firm, so for your big dot you need to really put some pressure on. Now obviously they're new, haven't used them, so see what sizes we can get. I just thought that this would be so fun for backgrounds, for cards. Oh, this one's pretty firm. You need to really put pressure onto some of these to get the bigger dots. That's the blue. We've got a slightly darker yellow as well. Is this going to actually be an orange? I would hope for an orange. It's kind of a golden yellow. Missed opportunity that that's not an orange there, would have been nice. We've a pink, another pink, a paler pink. Let's see. Oh yeah, one's more of a magenta, this one's a pale pink, so that one's a good choice. And then we have a grey, which is different. Let's see. Like I say, you've got to put a bit of pressure on to get the bigger dots with these, and you've got to be a little bit careful to get the smaller dots, but it is doable, and they are creating good shapes. They definitely all seem juicy so far. There seems to be plenty of ink to them. Obviously, if you take a little bit of time with it, instead of just doing it quickly like I am, you will get nicer. You'll get nicer shapes. I just want to test them out. We have got a green, this kind of rather nice, like a sea green. You need to hold them upright properly. If you're off to an angle, you don't get a decent circle. You need to be flat down with these, I've noticed. Really dot them, like bingo. And we've then got this kind of mink brown sort of colour. Yeah, I like that one. Now we've got another pink, which I think is maybe a little bit of a shame. I think, you know, it would have been nice to see a proper orange, and maybe a red would have been nice. I think a red would have been lovely. Not the end of the world, and let's be honest, I'm sure you can make a couple more colours from the colours that you've got, but you know, if we're being a bit picky about it, that's kind of a salmonish colour. We then get into the bit that I was rather interested, the metallics. Oh, now these are very much like the Nouveau. We've got that gorgeous pink, a blue, this kind of pattern. You know, the dotting pens, they definitely lend themselves to, you know, being a metallic. The metallics definitely give the nicer effect, I think, for what I want them for anyway. I'd be more inclined to use the metallic colours. Purple, we've got their gold. Ooh, nice. And their silver. Oh, that's kind of a gorgeous, very pale silver. So, obviously, if you also have the Nouveau set, just for reference, their silver is a gunmetal. It's a dark grey, and their gold is, now that one, that is pretty much, the gold is the same, but we've then got this very pretty kind of cream gold as well. I've just lost my lid, guys, hang on. So there's not a lot of crossover if you do have one set. I'm sure pretty much people will be fine with a spare gold, but they're your three Nouveau colours. These are your metallics from this set. I'm just going to bring us back out so you can actually see the fun colours. So we've got a magenta, a yellow, a pale blue, a deeper yellow, not quite an orange, would have liked to see that be orange, a kind of a baby pink, a mid-grey, a light purple, which is nice, this lovely kind of aqua green, a brown, a bit of a peachy salmony colour, and then your metallics in pink, blue, purple, gold and a pale silver. All in all, I didn't pay a lot for these, so I really do feel like they've performed just how I wanted them to. I'm happy with what you get from them. I'm quite pleased actually, really pleased, because kind of my whole idea is when you put your background down, it's nice sometimes to be able to, if you've got a purple background, to add that little bit of kind of fun and shading into them, you know, to just be able to just add, you know, some elements in the background without having to use a stencil or anything, just to create, you know, either lighting effects or just interest. I just thought it might be nice to have some more colours, to have more options to play with the patterns that I wanted to create. And you know, it was one thing I didn't have that I'd been quite interested in and wanted to play with. Now, this is cheap printer paper, cheap copier paper that you get in packs for your printer for printing your documents out of. And obviously, this is the page we worked on. They do bleed through thin paper, and they have even gone onto my blotter sheet below in a couple of cases, mainly that magenta, to be honest. So obviously if you do have thinner paper like your Creative Haven maybe, or your Colouring Heaven, and if they're double-sided, maybe be a little bit careful. Always test your media on a page, maybe near the back of your book, before you start, just to make sure you're not going to bleed anything through from the picture you want to make and ruin some of your other pages. These definitely my overall thoughts. They're what I wanted. They've just expanded the colour range that I wanted to get from my Nouveau without, you know, there's some very cool dotting pens out there, and they some of them seem to they're not that cheap, to be honest, some of the brands I've seen, and I know the Ohuhu and I've used them before and I like their products, so I thought as far as the budget products go, I figured I was probably safe with them. And like I say, other than the fact that I think they could have made a couple of better colour choices, I think they have been really worth the money. I'm quite excited to see, you know, especially for card making and stuff, to be able to add a couple of dotted embellishments without having to stick things onto your cards if they're going in the post and stuff. It's really nice to be able to add some dots to a colouring page without adding texture, when they're double-sided, is just nice, and it just gives you that extra bit of something to be able to play with for those of us, i.e. me, that are not good at creating dots for stars and things. I figured this, especially this pale silver that I've got in the Ohuhu set, should make for a nice effect with that, because you can create immediately different sizes, and we will see. But yeah, guys, I hope you found this useful. As I say, if you're interested in the Ohuhu box. I'll pop them down below. It's not sponsored, they weren't sent to me, I just bought them because I fancy them. But I am, of course, an Amazon affiliate, so I do get kickback from you guys using the links for buying products. It really helps the channel because every so often I get a voucher and I can buy weird random things like this to show you guys. So yeah, as always guys, thanks for watching, thanks for listening to the ramble, and I'll see you in the next video.